The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
All right, here we go. Second down. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Pistol snap to Jackson. This finds Likely. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Fourth down, it's Jackson. He puts some power on a deep one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive 30.
30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good, set. Hey! No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Brought down behind
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
You on left. No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3 yards the pickup, now it's 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Set. Hey! Yeti! 73! No touch.
Now Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
73! No touch!
1st down, a run with Barkley. And And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Great. Set. Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Delta.
2nd and 4. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Crowd left Yeti. Delta set. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73. 63. Delta.
Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from 48 on the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
13.
First down, here's Lamar. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Zay Flowers the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Delta set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Great, set. Hey, 73. No touch.
They go to Barkley again. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles trailing in the early going. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Phil King. Great, set. Silver, set. No touch.
Running left, this is Barkley. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Deontay Hardy to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Jackson throwing here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Don't touch that.
They give to Barkley, left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Don't touch that. Crowd up, Yanni. Don't touch it.
Throwing here, Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Great, set. 63. Crowd left, Yanni. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yanni. Bang. Don't touch it.
Back to throw, Hurts. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bang. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Don't touch.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They kick the running back in motion.
Don't touch it.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Hits the 20. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Ready, set. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey. Oh, it's Silver, ready? Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Hey. Nice right. No touch.
On first down, Hurts searches from the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Great, set. Hey, 73, call up Yeti. Hey. Do on left. No touch.
Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Has room down the left sideline. Saquon Barkley. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Hey, Alpha, slide.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Come on.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's got time, and he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Eagles 14.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
Good, set. Crowd love Yeti. No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti. No touch, set. Crowd love Yeti. No touch.
To the ground with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
No touch.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Good, set. Alpha. Hey! No touch.
Here's Saquon. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Miami. No touch, set. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. 73. No touch.
From the 41. This one finds Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
No touch, set. No touch.
They run it with Saquon. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
No touch, set. No touch.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Now Barkley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Again, one. Brings up
Hey,
third
easy,
down
63,
and
63,
9.
back. Great, set. Tiger Hornet. Alpha, alpha, alpha. No touch.
Hurts looking to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Great, set. King, Phil King, Phil King. No touch.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over a first down kick at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha, sit up. 180. 180. Hey, short.
The drive begins with Henry. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
left, Yeti. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Back at his 48-yard line.
63, 63. Great. Set. Crowd left, Yeti. Crowd left. Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
Another try following the sack. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And the Ravens go a nickel, third down.
Great. Set. Man. Silver, set. Man. 73, 73. No touch.
He'll throw it. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Hey, thumbs up, alerted.
Running back sent in motion. Man in motion here.
Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Desperation time here on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First and 10 from the 41. Motioning one of the tight ends. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll start pushing them into field goal range. A small gain to the 38. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends in motion left. This is Henry on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got Andrews. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Ravens leading by 7.
Ready?
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. It's Henry on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This from 35 yards away. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Alpha. Hey, easy, 63, back. Hey. Hey, Silver. 63. Crowd left Yanni. No touchdown.
Hurts setting up to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No touchdown. Crowd left Yanni.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
No touchdown. Crowd left Yanni. Yanni. Oh, it's Silver, ready? Nine. 73. No touchdown.
Now Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was